Yeah,
Ding dong.
All right. So, good morning and welcome to the Coffee with Craig show. Good Thursday morning. Gosh, we're almost through the week. It's a bit like a spring day today, except for the snow that's left on the side of the road.
Yeah, more snow tomorrow apparently.
Great, coming into Friday, yeah. So welcome to the Coffee with Craig show. We're here with Winston Norman, of course, our editor-in-chief of EuropaProperty.com. We had a great event last week. I feel a lot better because we had a great event last week. Happy it's done and over, and that was our CEE Retail Awards. I was looking at the final cut of the video. It looks great. You guys are going to have an exciting time looking at all the little highlights and the winners and things. That'll be out probably the next day or so. And also we're working on the SEE Awards, this will be the second time we've done it live and online. And I think we're going to have some really interesting additions to it, which will be fun to watch. And I think probably next couple of days we'll have out the forums and the interesting things on the investment for the region.
Shortlist. The
short list will be out. So, but anyway, that's next week, I would guess. And let's jump into the news, Winston.
Okay, yes. So today we have a couple of articles on the green sector to begin with, and VGP. They're kind of entering the region, pushing out developments in Budapest, Romania, and the Czech Republic, and they hope to be carbon neutral by 2025.
Wow. Okay, that's coming up.
Yeah, and their whole portfolio. And Jan Van Geet, the CEO of that company, he really wants to preserve the natural resources of the world for future generations. So that's kind of their main goal, and they want a sustainable future. And he also says that this will have a positive impact on their relationships with tenants and investors. Yeah,
for sure. Well, I mean, that's a good goal. That could be our goal too, right?
Yeah, we've got a smaller company. I think we could achieve it sooner.
We could probably be carbon neutral. We might already be carbon neutral. Okay. Let's check that.
Yeah, we need smaller shoes.
Exactly. Smaller? Okay.
And continuing on that theme, we've got Globalworth in Poland. They've converted their whole portfolio in Poland, that's 22 properties, to 100% green energy.
Wow, green energy. Wow, okay, so they already did it. They're not waiting.
From the beginning of this year, according to Maciej Kamiński from Globalworth, all 22 of their projects in Poland now use green energy generated from green resources, so hydroelectricity as well as solar farms, and they've significantly reduced their carbon footprint in the process.
Wow, great. Yeah.
And he goes on to continues that all of their projects in Poland are either BREEAM or LEED certified.
Yeah, I mean, Globalworth, they're always cutting edge and different things, so not surprising they're in the front runner and one of the front runners in going green.
Yeah, and continuing on, and we got a report from JLL, and they've announced that how last year's pandemic has diversified Poland's investment land market.
Okay.
And according to Tomasz Lewandowski, there is growing demand and land prices for residential and warehouse.
Right.
However, the office market has faced some challenging conditions.
I can imagine.
And the retail market retail and hotel markets are again having some difficulties in the investment side.
Sure. Yeah.
He goes on to say that the pandemic has cooled investor sentiment for office development. And he says, in the best case scenarios, the outskirts of Warsaw are offering the best value and land prices.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I mean, usually it's the logistics guys are always saying it's difficult to get, and residential always saying it's difficult to get the land.
Yeah, that's right. And he's saying that moving forwards, the main investors will be those that are financially secure, have quick access to finance, and can be very, very competitive with prices and not be constrained by the market conditions. So those will be the investors that will take advantage of these.
Pretty much like always.
I guess, so residential is one of the sectors that's increasing, and developers are increasingly looking into new markets and new opportunities. The retail market, as we've known recently, has seen the convenience centres and retail parks grow.
Right.
So investors in that side of the business are looking for new locations and land plots around Poland.
Yeah, I mean, I remember 4, 5, 6 years ago, the big developers of shopping malls were sort of laughing at the guys building convenience centers and these
looking down on them
on the retail parks, and I think now no one's laughing.
They grew rapidly over 2020, and they're moving on to the hotel market, and they say that the main interest is for resorts around the Baltic coast at the moment.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So that's all they've got to say on that.
We don't know that many resort developers, do we? I mean, it's more the business guys doing either the business hotels or the 5-star, even 5-star.
Yeah, I think we're going to start knowing a few more.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Well, we need to go down and I think film Coffee with Craig at some of these resorts.
On the beach.
Yeah, on the beach. Yeah, exactly.
And obviously, the warehouse sector has seen incredible increases in the last year.
Right. Who did this report?
This is JLL.
Oh, JLL. So they can read the whole report on our website, I imagine.
You can read the whole report on the website, yeah. And continuing, we'll go to Serbia, and CTP, developer of logistics projects, they will build Serbia's largest logistics centre next to Belgrade.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah,
well, Boss, he's always got interesting things.
That's right. They've recently acquired 27.5 hectares of land close to Belgrade city centre, which will offer, when fully built out, 130,000 square metres of gross leasing area.
Wow.
And they've already leased 50,000 square metres of that project to a leading retail consumer.
Great. So big, already, I mean, almost half already leased, and
yeah.
Good,
I mean, apparently the market in Serbia is undersupplied, and there's lots of opportunities there.
Excellent.
And that project should come online in Q1 2023.
Okay, good.
And finally today, moving on to our human resources HR management, HB Reavis has appointed Marcin Klammer as CEO for Poland.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I haven't heard from Marcin for a while, so interesting to see he's there now. Yeah.
Yeah, and he will start in early May 2021, and his main role will be obviously completing the Varso Tower complex.
He is the project management guy.
He is, so, very well experienced.
I mean, not to just pigeonhole him in that, but he definitely knows that business. So they hired him to get the project done.
Yeah, he's a new CEO, and he'll be leading up and pushing those projects forward.
Excellent. Well, congratulations, Marcin. Great, you're joined HB Reavis. He's doing, one of the better projects in the center. Probably the only project in the center of town that big. So good. Are we done with the news?
Yeah, that's all we got for today.
Wow, excellent. All right. So anyway, it's good to hear all these exciting things happening. Unfortunately, we're coming to the end of the Coffee with Craig show today, so it's I can see we're running out of time. But so everyone, sort of jump in, be part of our Southeastern European Real Estate Awards, April 7th and 8th. It's going extremely well in Romania, Bulgaria, trending up for investment. So now's the time to look at that. It sounds like Serbia's doing pretty well as well, and a lot of I think it's and a lot of those countries are already getting the additional vaccines from Russia and different places. So hopefully it'll get the vaccine issue under control there quicker than waiting. So everyone have an excellent day. Stay healthy. We have a lot going on. Some new magazine coming up that we'll talk to you about soon. Oh, something popped up there. We will see you Friday morning.